In this video, we're going to be talking about integration by parts. Let's start with the first example. The integral of x ln of x dx. You will use integration by parts if there are two functions that are multiplied together inside the integrand. In this case, it is x multiplied by ln of x. So, the method that I will be using here is using the di table method. D, which stands for derivatives, and I, which stands for integral. Now, in order to know the order as to what to put under the derivatives, use the Layat rule. L, which stands for logarithmic. I, which stands for inverse trigonometric. A, which stands for algebraic. T, which stands for trigonometric. And E, which stands for exponential. Wherein L here is the most priority for integration, whilst E is the least priority. So, for example, there is ln of x, which is a logarithm. So, we will put ln of x in derivatives. So, x here will be under the integral. So, the derivative of ln of x is 1 over x multiplied by dx. And the integral of x is x squared over 2. Now, after all is done, multiply ln of x by x squared over 2. This will be positive. And multiply 1 over x of dx by x squared over 2. But this will be negative, and add the integral sign. So, the form will be ln of x multiplied by x squared over 2 minus the integral of 1 over x dx multiplied by x squared over 2. So, simplifying this, it will become x squared over 2 ln of x minus, let's just rewrite this integral, it will become x squared over 2 multiplied by 1 over x multiplied by d of x. So, simplifying the integral, you will get negative 1 half the integral of x squared divided by x. It will become simply x d of x. So, let's further simplify this integral, and you will get this. It will become x squared over 2 ln of x minus 1 half multiplied by the derivative of x is x squared over 2. And don't forget to add the constant of integration. Now, the final answer for here would be x squared over 2 multiplied by ln of x minus 2 multiplied by 2 is 4, so it will become 1/4 x squared plus c. Let's try this. The integral of ln of x of d of x. So, the derivative of for the derivatives and integral, put ln of x under the derivatives based on the Layat rule, and I is simply dx. You can imagine this as 1 dx, but you can just simply put dx because these two, ln of x and 1 over dx, is the two functions that are multiplied in the integrand. So taking the derivative of ln of x is 1 over x multiplied by dx, and the integral of dx is simply x. So now once again, multiply ln of x by x, but this will be positive, and multiplied 1 over x dx by x, but make this negative and integral. So the answer will be ln of x multiplied by x minus the integral of x multiplied by 1 over x d over x. So simplifying this, you will get x multiplied by ln of x minus x. For this, x and x will cancel each other out. So you are left with the integral of dx. So the final answer would be x ln of x minus the integral of dx is simply x. And don't forget to add plus c. Let's try this example. The integral of x squared multiplied by e raised to the power of x of dx. So make your di table. So what should you put under the derivatives? There is no logarithm, there is no inverse trigonometric, but there is algebraic, which is x squared. So under integration, put e raised to the power of x. Your goal here, if the derivative is under algebraic, make sure to derivate until it reaches 0. So the derivative of x squared is 2x. The integral of e raised to the power of x is the same. The derivative of 2x is 2. And the derivative of 2, which is a constant, is always 0. So multiply x squared by e raised to the power of x, but make this first positive. Multiply 2x by e raised to the power of x, but it will be negative. Multiply 2 by e raised to the power of x, but make this positive. And multiply 0 by e raised to the power of x, but make this negative. And also add an integral. So the function will look like this. X squared multiplied by e raised to the power of x minus 2x e raised to the power of x plus 2 e raised to the power of x minus the integral of 0 multiplied by e raised to the power of x of dx. So the final answer would be x squared e raised to the power of x minus 2x multiplied by e raised to the power of x plus 2 e to the power of x minus 0 multiplied by all of this is 0. So the derivative of 0 will simply be constant. Just add plus c in here. The integral of x cosine of x of dx. First, let's make our di table. Now, what should be the priority under derivatives? There is no logarithm, there is no inverse trigonometric, but there is algebraic, which is x. So under integral, it will be cosine of x. The derivative of x is simply 1. The integral of cosine of x is sine of x. The derivative of any constant, which includes 1, is 0. The integral of sine of x is negative cosine of x. So multiply x by sine of x multiply 1 by negative cosine of x, but it will be negative, and multiply 0 to negative cosine of x, but it will be positive integral. So the function will look like this: x multiplied by sine of x and minus negative cosine of x plus the integral of 0 multiplied by negative cosine of x dx. So the final answer will be x multiplied by sine of x plus cosine of x. This will all become 0. So it will just become plus c. Let's try this. The integral of x cubed multiplied by sine of x dx. No, there is no logarithm, there is no inverse trigonometric, but there is also algebraic, which is x cubed. So under integral, it will be sine of x. Derivative of x cubed is 3x squared. The integral of sine of x is negative cosine of x. Derivative of 3x squared is 6x. Derivative of negative cosine of x is negative sine of x. The derivative of 6x is simply 6, and the integral of negative sine of x is positive cosine of x. Derivative of 6, which is a constant, is 0. The integral of cosine of x is sine of x. Multiply x cubed by negative cosine of x. Multiply 3x squared by negative sine of x, but it will be negative. Multiply 6x by cosine of x. Multiply 6 by sine of x. And multiply 0 by sine of x, but make this positive and add an integral sign. So the answer will be negative x cubed cosine of x plus 3x squared sine of x plus 6x cosine of x minus 6 sine of x plus the integral of 0 multiplied by sine of x dx. So the final answer would be negative x cubed cosine of x plus 3x squared multiplied by sine of x plus 6x cosine of x minus 6 sine of x. This will all be 0, so just add plus c, which is the constant of integration.